Hello everybody. In this short video, my objective is to present the structure of the future tense in Wolof. As you see in the 3 points over here, I will start with a quick presentation of how the Wolof future tense is structured. Then I will go to give 1 or 2 examples of verbs. Then I will finish with a summary of the rule. I hope that will be helpful for learners of Wolof, particularly elementary students who need a lot of foundational aspects of the language. So I hope this part of the grammar can be helpful for you guys. Anyway, thank you very much. Starting from the structure, it's good to start with one element of the language or of the grammar that can help you to achieve another element that is more complex in a sense. I mean, the future is not complex, but I think its organization in terms of how it is structured is more complex than the present tense with the na form. So that's why I want to start with the na form. The na form again is one of the forms in Wolof where these things you see, na, nga, na, nanu, ngeen, and nanyu, refer more or has a meaning of subjects, and you can conjugate any verb using them. So that's more specific to the na form. So the reason why I want to start with the na form is that when we come to the future, it can be a lot easier to remember if you already know the na form. So that's why I want to start from the na form as a foundation. If you already know it, don't worry, just you can continue and then try to pay attention to this. But I just want to start here because I've taught Wolof for almost 10 years, and sometimes I see a lot of goal-oriented students can acquire things very quickly if you show them some techniques, and one of those is this. When you study the future, maybe start with your knowledge of the na form already. So in the na form, you have na, nga, na, nanu, ngeen, nanyu. These don't necessarily mean I, you, or they per se, but they have in them the meaning of a subject referring to the na form. If you shift forms, it's going to be different. That's why I want to be very specific and clear about this. So if you already know the structure of the na form in Wolof, what you do for the future, and this is how it is structured, you just put di, so it's pronounced di, which has the meaning of a will, if you want to call it that way in English, before the ending of the na structure. And then you add the verb that you are conjugating. So di plus the na structure, any of these, depending on which subject you are referring your conjugation to, and then you add the verb. So again, that's how it is structured. Di plus the na structure in function with the subject you have, whether I, you, she, he, we, you all, and they, and then you add the verb itself. We will see with the examples we have how you do that. And because of this, now this is how the verbal structure of the future will look like if you have not added already the verb that you are conjugating. So dina means I will. Dina, dinga, dina, dinanu, dingeen, dinanyu. Now, if you are an elementary student of Wolof, I suggest you pay attention to this pair, dina and dina. because I see a lot of students mix them up based on the pronunciation. Dina is with a long vowel, dina, and that refers to I. So dina, I will. And dina, the vowel is short, dina, so it refers to he or she. So that's one first difference to make. The second one is between we and they. Dinanu, dinanu, we will. Dinanyu, they will. Now in standard Wolof, this is different from this, but it's a pattern among Wolof people to say dinanyu for both we and they. You may meet a lot of Wolof speakers who are native speakers, or you go to Senegal or the Gambia or another country where Wolof is spoken, and you hear people using this new, which refers to they, the third person plural, as if it's we. So using this for both we and they. Just something to be aware of if you happen to meet it. But this is more in reference to the standard. I don't want to use the word standard, but that's how it is structured in Wolof. But just be mindful that you may meet people who pronounce this, who use both for both this and that, nanyu. So again, dina, dinga, dina, dinanu, dingen, dinanyu. Dina, I will. Dinga, you will. Dina, he or she will. Dinanu, we will. Dingen, you all will. Dinanyu, they will. I have one example here now to be more specific about what I was talking about. The example we have is with the verb dem. Dem. The e is a short vowel, so dem. To go. Dina dem. I will go. Dinga dem. You will go. Dina dem. He will go or she will go. Remember, Wolof is a gender neutral language, or has a lot of gender neutral patterns, meaning no difference in the structure between female and male, or between men and women, at least in the grammatical point. So dina dem can mean both he will go or she will go. Dinanu dem, we will go. Dingen dem, you all will go. Dinanyu dem. So remember the difference I was talking about between nanu and nanyu. Nanu, without that diacritic mark on the end, refers to the we, so nanu. But nanyu, which is very similar but pronounced differently because it has the diacritic mark on the end, making it a ny. If you speak Spanish, it might be easier, because in Spanish words like señor or señora. So nanyu and nanu are different. Na and na are different. Again, dina dem, dinga dem, dina dem, dinanu dem, dingen dem, dinanyu dem. So if you remember when I was talking about the rule, this D in Wolof is placed before the rest of the verbal structure, and that D has the meaning of will. If you compare it to English, you see the order is different. That's why anytime you learn another language, it's good, if you speak already English, to compare it to that language, which is English you speak already. If it's a different language, also it could be good to compare it to the grammar of the language you already know, or the languages you already know. So D and these things refer to the subjects. Na is I, if you are referring to the na form. Nga, you. Na, he or she. Nanu, we. Ngeen, you all. Nanyu, they. Now very quickly as a summary. Again, when you want to use the future tense in Wolof, it can be helpful. You don't have to. If you want to go straight and learn it, just go and do it if it's better for you. But it can be helpful, and I'm saying this from a teacher's point of view, because I've taught over 10 years Wolof, and it has been a pattern that when you tell students to start from a structure that they may already know, to learn another structure that is more complex, then you may make the learning process a little bit easier, or less challenging. So that's why I'm suggesting you start from the na form. Again, in the na conjugation example, when I say gis na, gis is the example of the verb to see. In the na form, because this na refers to I say gis na, I see. As you can see here, the structure of the na form in the present is that you use the verb followed by the subject. Verb and subject. So gis na, in English here you have subject and verb, so I see. It also can mean I have seen. So if we start from that example, gis na, the future will be dina gis. If I want to say I will see. So di will, na I, gis see. But if you translate in English, it means I will see. Dina gis sama xarit. I will see my friend. So again, as a quick summary, that is the rule. So start from the na form to identify the different structures of the na form. This was one example, gis na I see. And then now come to the rule of the future, where you only put di before the na structure and add the verb to have the full structure of the future. So again, I don't know how helpful this can be for any learner, but I hope that was helpful for at least a basic introduction of the future tense in Wolof. And thank you very much, and have a great day.